Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm taking over Liverpool over here for your benefit this time as well. So, I am going to show you what I do regarding tactics. I've got a few tactics, non-Wibwobbed tactics that I save and other people saved in my folders, and I'm gonna show you how to make a tactic from scratch. From what I've seen in the forums and elsewhere, the most reliable tactic you'll ever find out of the default ones is this one, the last one. That's the best tactic. So now I'm going to teach you a couple of things. So the arrows, they're no good. Why? It's a liability in defense. You want to have four guys here plus the fifth guy. Five guys defend, five guys attack. So that's the main basics of any tactic. Five defend, five attack. I used this shape for a long time, for a very long time, and I was very happy with it. I won everything. I played almost 100 seasons with it. Very happy with this shape. But now I have turned to something a little different. Keeping the same shape like that, you can also it's an adaptation on another tactic, which is this one that Mario uses. So you want to have your central man centralized. Why? Because he is a target man. You want your target man to have jumping, to have pace of the ball, if possible, to have a bit of anticipation, if possible, much more balanced than this, if possible, heading. So SK finishing, obviously. SK is not too bad, but I'm not never gonna say with this kind of technique, he's never gonna be a top striker. But he's got some attributes that are good, like strength 20, 17 jumping, and he will grow from here. Because the other thing about the attributes is that in the first 6 months they jump a lot, a hell of a lot. So the first thing you want to do is your passing. The passing is the most important thing of them all. First of all, you want to define your strategy. Most people use this. This is what gives out the most results. But I don't use this, I use this. And why? Because I want my most keepers like Jerzy Durek. He's got passing of 15. Okay, it's a good kind of passing. He can be mixed. He can choose the passes he wants to play. Even though he doesn't have the creativity to put out through balls or any creative passes, he still can be accurate with his passes. So he can have long or mixed. But usually the keepers are very poor in passing, like Westerveld here. They have less than 10 usually. So to keep it short and sweet, make them not make any mistakes. The other thing is that strikers, they also tend to not have good passing. Even though SKS 14 is not too bad, but strikers on average, like Robbie Fowler, don't have like great passing abilities. So if you put Robbie Fowler there, no one there, what we'll find is that they're not great passers of the ball. So what do we want to do? We want to put them on short passing. And the other players, they're gonna be mixed. Where's EPM? I think I need a squad rebuild here somehow. Razor, Babel, Anchors, EPM, Gerard, no Amon, Gerard, then it could be Litmanen, Barnby, anything like that would turn out alright. And for the forwards, let's say I like Robbie Fowler and I trust him to be my main guy, which I wouldn't because he doesn't have the main characteristic I want to see, which is jumping. He doesn't have a lot of strength either. He's more like a technical kind of. He's not even that fast. He's a technical striker. So I would have them like that. Tackling, I would have them all on team, which would be uh, hard. Pressing, the tactic comes with no, but I want them to gegenpress. I want everybody to press. Give no breathing space whatsoever. I don't care so much about this. I heard lots of theories, but I don't think it's necessary to change anything here. The set pieces, each tactic will already have their own set pieces set up. I normally don't do anything. People change this. I don't do anything here. Free rolls. We're going to talk about free rolls later. Forward runs. Everybody runs. Run with ball. Everybody runs with ball, except for the central defenders. They don't run with ball and they don't run forward. Hold up ball. Hold up ball is a good thing if you have a strong striker like SK or a defensive midfielder that can be like an anchor man, like a Dietmar Hamann or a Steven Gerrard. Strength 18. He can hold up the ball quite well and fend off uh, tackling attempts. That's why I would put Gerrard with all the ball. I usually don't put anyone, or maybe the main striker, the centralized striker, can hold a ball to wait for some of his teammates to arrive, but that's not necessary. Long shots, only use it if the players actually are good at long shots. I think everybody knows this. Try through balls, same principle. If they're good at passing, if they're good at creativity, then definitely put the through balls there. Gerard can do through balls. It's usually going to be these three guys or two of them are going to have through balls. Nick Barmby has got creativity, not a lot of passing. Now, Jari Litmanen, you definitely want to have him doing through balls. Cross the ball. Now, cross the ball is how do I say this? This is a controversial subject because I've seen a lot of people putting wingers and putting their fullbacks crossing the ball. I would say don't put anyone crossing the ball because they cross the ball anyway. If we give them the instruction to cross the ball, it just means cross the ball more than usual. and that leaves room for a lot of wasted possession. So I wouldn't put anything on crossing the ball. So I'm almost there. Zonal, 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 zonal. And I can play like that, zonal, 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 everywhere. Or I could man mark with the two center backs. Lately, I've been man marking with the two center backs because I think it's more effective. Because usually the position has got like quite talented strikers, so I want to man mark them from the get go. But depending on what the opposition is doing, put uh, we might put Mr. Arman over here tackling, trying to follow someone from the midfield of the opposition. Like the next game, we're playing Red Star. Got Illich. He's probably going to be a good player. I cannot see them. Asimovic is a Slovenian guy. Uh, he's quite a good player. Maybe if we can see how they play. Oh, Boskovic. I remember him back in the day. He's quite good. Can't see him right now, but he's definitely good. Uh, so that's about it for my tactic. I'm gonna show you a tactic that I used to use. Oh, the other thing I'm forgetting is changing changing the mentality and changing the passing. So if I'm winning the game, I want to go normal and short. Why? Because there's going to be less kind of creative, risky passes. We're going to keep possession better. So we're going to be more defensive minded. If I'm chasing after the result, I'm going to put attacking. If I'm chasing really hard after the result, I'm going to put direct as well. And pay attention to this. If it's a really hot day, you want to do this normal and long. Or if you're really chasing the result and desperate, attacking and long. But only play long if you have the correct strikers to do it. They have to be strong in the air and they have to have a lot of anticipation, a lot of balance. Balance means they are good in the air, chasing the ball in the air. Yeah. So the other tactic I want to show you, I actually learned this tactic from. It says here I invented it, but it's not true. I learned it from my mate Leo from the channel Love CM3. This is actually a tactic that I used to use back in the day when I first started playing the game. I played exactly like this. I can't remember the instructions I played at the time, but he showed me it's really attacking because you got three forwards there and the midfield is kind of naked because there's only two guys in the middle, but you got the important anchor man and you don't have five defenders, you only have four defenders. So it's really attacking minded. So what he calls these dudes here is he calls them defensive forwards. Why? Because on the without ball they come down and they help out. That's important for pressing. they didn't have this, without the ball, they would be right up there doing nothing, just waiting for balls to come. So we want to have them like this. And the other thing that you're gonna notice is the free rolls. I put them both with free rolls. Of course, these are the right players to play that positions, those positions. This is where we would want to see Mr. Aman, Mr. Litman, here or there, SK in the middle, and maybe Owen on the right, Owen or Fowler, or maybe even another kind of forward instead of a striker, a forward. Instead of strikers, these guys should be forwards. But even more ideal is like the position that Jared Mann has: midfielder, attacking midfielder, forward, center. That's the ideal. And if you notice, Litmanen has a lot of technique, a lot of flair, and quite a bit of creativity. So you know he's gonna be good at free roll. And Michael Owen has got creativity, some flair, and a lot of technique. He's super quick. He's gonna be good at free rolls, that's for sure. And that's what I want to tell you about the free rolls. I use nowadays. I learned this from Leo to use the free rolls. I've been learning a lot in the last sort of month, 2 months about certain things. Like when he puts the players here and he wants to chase after results, he will put their passing as direct. So Litman over there, direct. Barnaby over here, direct. Why? So they pump balls. They pump balls in. Chasing after the result, that's what you want to see. Without that, we go to our normal shape. Where it's mixed because the midfielders know how to pass the ball. They can take that decision themselves, whether to pass or not, long, short, uh, direct. They make their own decisions because it's mixed. And the other thing is the free rolls. I've got this guy and this guy and this guy on a free roll. I call him a supporting striker because I would call him the main striker. Of course, now the positions are all wrong, but I would call him the supporting striker and him the main striker. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope this clears some doubts, maybe help you with tactical issues. And this is how we do some tactics with non-Wibwob. To be honest, I'm rubbish at Wibwobbing. I can Wibwob, I can search for a tutorial online or on YouTube. I can do it. It works for me playing alone, even in the updates where it's a bit tougher. But if I'm playing online, forget it. My tactics are no good. They're a bit rubby. So I prefer to play non-Wibwob. It's more challenging. You have to chase the results more. and you lose more games, and sometimes you lose the league. So it's a challenge. That's why I play non-Weibo. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye.